senior engineers slash people with large amounts of experience just not that valuable to employers? Does modern day mechanical engineering not require much depth? All right. One thing I can't help but notice is mechanical engineering doesn't have any high earners. Basically, every mechanical engineer earns somewhere between 70 and 130K. Companies don't seem to be willing to pay a super experienced guy like 200 or 250K like they are in many other fields. I also noticed that there's basically no mechanical engineers that post in threads like this. For the ones who make over $150,000 a year, what do you do? Is it just because hardware slash mechanical sides of things has stagnated without much innovation over the past 40 years? Are mechanical engineering jobs just too low complexity? It seems like tons of experience just isn't valued at all in our field. Yeah, this is, I think that you just haven't met those engineers. I work with those engineers. I know plenty of them that fall into the super experienced and make at or more than what you were saying is the 200 or 250K. So I think that you're just maybe not around them, but I am. They are there and they exist. And, they're late in their career, they're close to retirement age, and maybe they're not on Reddit. Maybe they're not on Reddit, or maybe they're too busy being very valuable at their jobs that they just don't want to talk about it, or maybe they just don't want to talk about it in general. What I'd say is, I think that there's a confirmation bias on Reddit, especially in mechanical engineering. Mechanical engineering, Reddit skews younger, and mechanical engineering is not experienced maybe the same lucrative salary progression for young engineers that maybe comp sci has, software engineers have in this last decade where Reddit has become extremely popular. I think that that's what it is, and yeah, maybe there's not as much lucrative growth for early career engineers, but I mean, I don't make over 150K a year, but I'll probably be there in not too long, and I'd be able to comment on that. And I have a mechanical engineering degree, and I would just say that engineers with large amount of experience are extremely valuable to employers. There's my company maintains a significant bench of these engineers. They're extremely valuable. They've been with my company for 20 plus years. They have 30 to 40 years of experience in the industry. Clients award us work because of them. We get articles and newspapers written about us because of them. Their resumes are the reason why we win work, and they're very valuable and they're compensated as such. So, yeah, this is not just where I work now. This is where everywhere I've worked, there's these engineers exist, and I'm every company has these types of employees and these types of engineers. I think that maybe you're just not. Maybe some small companies don't have engineers making this much, but yeah, this is a thing. This is 100% a thing. There are senior engineers with large amount of experience that are extremely valuable to employers, and modern day mechanical engineering does require a lot of depth, especially at the early conceptual stages of projects, early stages of designing a new thing, early stages of a large capital project. That is where that large experience comes into play. And then as projects become more defined and we're doing kind of the more repeatable tasks and the delegatable tasks, then yes, then you have your lower dollar engineers that are doing that kind of stuff. But in the early stages of these projects, early stage R&D, early stage capital project development, these very valuable engineers are very used, very utilized on projects, and they're compensated as such, and the companies that they work for are compensated for it as well. So this is a thing. I think this is just a confirmation bias thing for you, and that. Modern day mechanical engineering requires plenty of depth. This is the top comment. And there are plenty of mechanical engineers with decades of experience out there. The higher you go, generally you get more specialized. The more specialized you get, the harder it is to switch jobs. The less you switch jobs, the more your wages stagnate. Hence, many, as they say, most individual contributor roles top out in the mid to high 100s outside of a couple niche industries. Management is where the money is, but I think I'd rather make less and actually enjoy my job. Yeah, that is probably a thing. But again, there are engineers that make really good money out there. There are. They exist. I promise you, they exist. So yeah, that's my take on that question. But yeah, as you become more specialized, it is harder to leave your job. But I'd say that, I mean, consulting companies will look at engineers that have extremely deep resumes, and those people have teams of engineers that work with them. Those are the people that win projects, and those people, if they were to get poached, they would bring work with them. And in consulting, I'd say that there is an opportunity to actually have that kind of salary growth throughout your career. It might take you a very long time, but I think it's actually possible. So that's what I that's my take on that. I think it's a confirmation bias thing, but I think there is some truth to it. I will admit there is some truth to it, and for the reasons why that other person said, but it is a thing.
Miscommunicating. I just made a pilot, then they threw me on the stations. Nah, I'm not complaining, nah, I'm not complaining. My thoughts get complicated, I cannot explain in lameness. Never losing focus because I ain't chasing payments. Still playing in the basement while I'm working on arrangements. They heard the kid in 50 countries, thank God that's amazing. But I'd rather thank Spotify, they put me on the stage.